Hello! Hello! Hello, everyone! Hello, welcome to the stream. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Alex Azarashi. I'm a Seal Girl Vtuber. And welcome to my debut! Yay! So, that was me. And this is me. I used to be a baby harp seal. And I lived in the Arctic, and one day, during the evening, when I was watching the Aurora Borealis, the real one, not the one that's located in Seymour's kitchen, I made a wish upon a star. I wished to be human. And I made that wish, and I went to bed that night. And when I woke up, I became this. And at first, everything was great. Everything was hunky-dory, and I was having so much fun. I was eating all this cool food. I was playing games, watching shows, but then I realized humans have to go to school, they have to get jobs, they have to support themselves. I learned very quickly that being a human was not as much fun as I originally thought it was going to be. But I decided that I would devote my time to figure out how to turn back into a seal. But I don't want to go back to living in the Arctic. No. I want to be an aquarium seal, because aquarium seals, they've got it good. They don't have to worry about predators, polar bears, orcas, sharks. They don't have to worry about any of that. They get to just lie around all day, get fed at convenient times, and just otherwise be loved by the people that come from all over the world to see you. Getting into an aquarium is not that easy. You kind of have to audition for it. To get into an aquarium, you have to go up onto the shore, and you have to convince the humans there that you are so useless and bad at being a seal and so bad at surviving that the only thing that they can do for you is to take you in and put you in an aquarium. Because otherwise, they take you to a rehabilitation center, they fatten you up, and then they throw you back out to the sea to fend for yourself. I don't want to do that. No, I want to be in an aquarium. So about me, I am 3 in seal years. I don't know what that translates to in human years, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As for my weight, you really shouldn't be asking a seal about their weight. It's kind of rude. It's very rude. Please don't ask seals about their weight. We don't appreciate that. My hobbies. I'm also very, very into nail polish. I love doing my nails. I do them I would say every week, give or take. I have probably around 50 to 60 bottles of nail polish. You all seem surprised. No, I know people who have hundreds, if not thousands of bottles of nail polish. Compared to them, my collection is nothing. And for my hobby that I probably have a problem with is collecting pictures of seals and collecting seal goods. That's me over here looking at pictures of seals. My prized possessions, my seal plushes that I also got at the Kaiyukan Aquarium in Osaka. And these guys, these are the real deal. These aren't the shitty fake plushies you see on AliExpress or Amazon. These are the real original seal plushies, not the fake shit. No, we don't do the fake seal plushies here, only the real seal plushies. And speaking of seal pictures and seal goods, look at them! Look at them, they're so cute. So these are all pictures that I took. Yes, I talked to them. They told me how they got into the aquarium. I mean, Mizore was born in the aquarium, of course, but every time I go, I gotta visit my brothers and sisters and get the inside scoop. So, what I like and what I don't like. So for video games, I am very big into FromSoft. I love Dark Souls, I love Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro. I'm excited for the new one that's coming out, the mech game that they have. Oh gosh, I don't remember what it's called. I'm a fake fan. I'm also big on Splatoon 3. I'm a very salty Splatoon player, to be honest with you. For some reason, children's games just get me really mad. I actually used to be a really toxic player on Splatoon 2. This is so embarrassing and this is so bad. I probably shouldn't be saying this in my debut, but whenever I would lose a match in Splatoon 2, I would report the person on our team who I felt did the worst job. I'm sorry, but For some reason, children's games just get me so riled up, and I can't explain why. I would say I have kind of an obsession with Hideo Kojima. Like, my dream is for Kojima to notice me. Like, I love Metal Gear. I love his games. I love Death Stranding too. I'm obsessed with Kojima, like, as a person. I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on Twitter. Every now and then, I will have a dream where I meet him. And in the dream, like, I see him and I just start crying. Like, I'll walk up to him and I'll try to say something, and there's just tears coming down my face, and I'm like, "Hey, Kojima, I love you." It's like, in my dream, I'm just so overwhelmed with emotion. I can't even imagine what would happen if I, like, met him in real life. I would probably just pass out. I would say my favorite anime of all time is probably Eureka 7. I'm also big into Naruto. I've watched the entire series twice. My favorite character is Kisame. I think of him as a brother. Not in, like, an Oni-chan kind of way, but in the, like, he's my actual brother. I feel kinship with him. I see him and I just go, yeah, that's my bro. I'm also a bit of a Gundam enjoyer. I'd say I've seen most of UC except for Hathaway. In terms of my favorite entry of UC Gundam, I like Char's counterattack. I just think his storyline is so interesting to me. Like, he goes from being a villain in the original series to kind of like a good guy in Zeta. And then he turns into, like, a bad guy again. And he just decides, okay, I'm going to destroy the world. He's just like, he turns into Darth Vader. And it's very funny to me to see how he just, like, flip-flops sides constantly. So Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is in my opinion, a critically underrated Ghibli movie. Like, when people think of Ghibli, it's like, oh, My Neighbor Totoro, oh, My Neighbor Totoro is so good, oh, Spirited Away. But it's like, that's baby shit, you know? Nausicaa is like, it's deep. It has meaning. It's a really wonderful movie, and I would highly recommend it. Yeah, Spirited Away and Totoro are for normies. That's total normie shit. For music, I'm really into, to be honest with you, most of my music on my phone is Japanese music. I probably have about, like, 10, give or take, 10 or 11 gigs of music on my phone. If there's something I like, I will buy it, of course. I will always buy music because that's what you're supposed to do. The reason I have so much music downloaded is because I actually like to buy CDs, which I know is kind of like old school, but I like having a physical thing. And also because I find the process of ripping a CD and then putting it on my computer and then on my phone to be kind of fun. When I was a kid and my parents were kind of starting to get into digital music, they actually paid me to rip their CDs and put them on iTunes for them. So I probably made like $50 to $60 just taking all their CDs and putting them onto iTunes when I was younger. 2001, as in 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's not an easy movie to watch. The first time I watched it, I thought, like, this is stupid. I can't believe people are like, this is like one of the greatest movies ever made. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, I kind of start to get it now. And then the third time I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I like this. And I have to say, if you didn't like the movie because you didn't understand anything that was going on in it, I would recommend reading the books. They're pretty good books. As for the things I don't like, I don't like bugs. I hate bugs, except for bees. Bees are nice. Bees are wonderful. I'm the kind of person where if I see a bug in my room, it has to die. If you're one of the kind of person that's like, oh, it's a spider, take it outside, don't kill it, we're not gonna get along. If a bug is in my personal space, it has to die. I'm sorry, but it does. I don't like the taste of orange. I don't like the smell of orange. It's just yucky to me. And so is broccoli. I do not like things that have multiple textures to them. I would rather eat green bell pepper than broccoli. I actually quite like green bell pepper, but broccoli is a no-go for me. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Don't like it at all. So my content, yay! Right now, I'm mostly doing gaming content. I've been playing TF2. I've been doing a playthrough of Elden Ring as well. I do play Deep Rock Galactic from time to time, and I try to do an indie game every now and then too. As for my future content, I really want to do hand cam stuff. I want to do some gunpla. I also want to do nail art. I also want to try doing puzzles. I haven't done a good puzzle in a really long time, probably not since I was a child. And one thing that I've always wanted to try, I've never done this before, is poppin' cookin'. DDR, I mentioned earlier that I am a DDR player. I'm not that good at it. I would say I can do probably 10s and 11s, at least on an arcade machine. I am unfortunately on a soft pad right now, which is very hard to use for things over like a 9. I want to one day do like a 3D body cam stream. I was working on making a Vroid model, but we'll see. That's something I really want to do one day. Retro games. I mentioned that I have a PS2. I'm sorry to say if it offends you, but a PS2 is considered retro now. I'm very sorry. If you need a moment, I understand, but PS2 is considered retro games now. I also want to do movie and TV reviews. I am a Red Letter Media enjoyer. I would say I do have a very strange taste in movies and TV shows. Someone once told me that I have bad taste, but the person who told me that unironically likes Konosuba, so I don't think anything they have to say is valid. Who are your favorite VTubers? So I would say my Oshi is probably Kei-san. She is one of the first VTubers that I ever really got into. I also love Subaru too. Subaru is great. She's so entertaining. She's so funny. I've also been watching a few other indie VTubers like Nyaru from Shirayuri Pro. Oh, I also like Leah from Face Connect too. And on occasion I do watch Pippa as well. Let me just show off my model a little bit more because she's super cute. Let me take off my jacket one more time. Yeah, there we go, for when it's warm out. Thank you all for coming to my debut. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be from. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye!